Good evening. Welcome to Ridge Life. I'm Tim, Coke Zero. Got the Santa Claus on there. Not even Thanksgiving. Got Santa Claus on there. Welcome to Ridge Life. I'm Tim, and tonight it's Tuesday Night Live. What's going on, everybody? I have got to get a cough drop because I am still congested, and I got the pulse nasal drip, and coughing and a wheezing and a sneezing. Hopefully, I can make it through the live. What's going on, Cuddly Texan? How you doing there, brother? Neil S is in here. Paul Honeyman. I know Brenda was asking about Paul Honeyman. He's doing just fine. He was over in It's All Grady's live. Maybe he'll be over here in just a little bit. We'll see. But thanks for asking, Brenda. Appreciate that. Auntie Ann said to the loud and clear. Thank you, Sister Auntie Ann. Auntie Ann wasn't feeling too good the other night. How you feeling, Auntie Ann? Hopefully you're feeling a lot better. Lonely Hitchhiker Kent, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. Heather Hopper. Hello, hello. Sheila, there's Paul Honeyman right there, Brenda. People asking about you, Paul. Hoping you're doing well. Thanks for coming in. Des Crazy Life. Love me some Des. That girl is crazy. It's in her name. Hey, Lindsay, Into the Mist. What's going on, Lindsay? Thanks for coming in tonight. Appreciate you very, very much. Tell old Drew I said, hey. I got some news for him, too. There's Miss Ellen Jackson. How are you doing, Miss Ellen? Hope to see you soon. Excuse me. Auntie Ann says, I feel fine now. It was just a really bad headache. Okay, well, mine is a chest cold, and hopefully I can get through the live tonight. I got 3 cough drops here. We can get this far, okay? And I got something special to tell you. Actually, I told everybody on It's All Grady, so some of the people coming in already know what I got to do tonight, what I got to do. I'll tell you all again here in just a minute. Lonely Hitchhiker Ken, hello. Possum Run, Mama V, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. BG 1968 100, howdy. Gang, what's going on, Miss Lila Newton? Thanks for coming in. Debbie Short made it in. Appreciate you. Joe Jacobson. Okay, Tim actually poured a concrete footer. Guys, in 3 months, I got 1 concrete footer poured. A cha-ching. It took me 3 months. That's pretty bad. Kelly Texan, why didn't I get the notification for the Grady's? I don't know. You tell me. Back to good. I just saw them over there. It's All Grady. Thanks for coming over here, too. Appreciate you. Brooke Burke came over from there. I believe. Weren't you over there, Brooke? Let's see. Thanksgiving, Tim, on Thursday. Happy Thanksgiving, you all. I love you all so much. Hopefully, you guys have something to be thankful for this Thanksgiving. I have lots of wonderful family. I am utterly and without a doubt thankful for very, very much. Cully Texan says, still no Bambi, though. I've got big news on that front there, Patrick. Big news. Old Man King, what's going on? Thanks for coming in. S Moss 72. Hey, y'all. What's up? Yeah, so I broke my tractor. I moved 10 ton of dirt and gravel the other day. Kelly Texas said, oh, yeah, I got some news for you on that front. Neil S., what's going on? Appreciate you. Too much time in the stand? No, actually, I've only, because I was getting sicker and sicker sitting in the stand, I only sat in the stand 3 days in a full week, because it was just making me worse. But I did get out in the stand today. I'll tell you about that here in just a second. Paul, you're spilling my beans there, buddy. Come on, Paul. Look at that. All right. Brian Wilson, Tim, tell me, hey. I'll tell you, hey, Brian. What's going on, Brian? Jeannie Lipsky's in the house. Thanks for coming in. Yeah, if I miss your name, I apologize. I look up and start talking to people. I miss who comes in. Kelly Texan turned on my heat last night. Yeah, I'm kind of chilly in here right now. It's supposed to be I think it's supposed to be 38 degrees tonight. It's supposed to be down to 20 degrees this week. 20. I've turned the water off to the camper, aren't I? Rob, wow. Tim, you need to get Jen some flowers in Memphis. I hear there is a woke lady needing business. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there was a flower shop in Memphis said they wouldn't serve Trump supporters, and now they pretty much shutting her down. Even in Memphis. Yeah, that's crazy. Brooke Burke. Ridge Life, yes, I was on there running my fingers. I saw you. I was thinking, sorry, I got something on my tooth right there. Just had some chicken pot pie real quick Grandma made before I came over here. But I am busy. I'll tell you, I'll tell more people get in here. 71 people in here, 39 thumbs up. Thank you very much. I'll tell you about how I broke my tractor. Paul says, Tim, you already spilled them beans on It's All Great. I know, but you didn't have to tell them everybody here yet. Goodness gracious. I gave the people, and it's all Grady, a reason to come over so I can talk about it. Okay. Oh, Kelly Texan had chicken pot pie. Was yours homemade chicken pot pie by Grandma Carol? I think not. I think not. Had cranberry sauce. Guys, I'm telling you right now, if you're eating chicken pot pie, get you some cranberry sauce, the chunky kind with pieces of cranberry in it, and you take a bite of chicken pot pie and a bite of cranberry sauce all together in one bite. It accentuates the flavor of the chicken pot pie. I'm not kidding. What's going on, Gene? Thanks for coming in. My Alaska. Well, it's a blue tractor, so it wasn't very difficult to break. Come on. I got blue on here. I got blue on here. I got blue. I got blue right there in the eyes even. Look at that. Debbie Short with a thumbs up. Thank you, Debbie. Appreciate you very, very much. So what happened was I was moving 10 ton of dirt and gravel, that all that I had left over from the septic tank job. And I was box blading the gravel roads all around the ridge. And I broke the top pin connection on the tractor where the 3-point top pin connects. Guys, they got some new news for it. I talked about it in RidgeLife Ramblings today. Well, the comments on RidgeLife Ramblings told me I was stupid. They didn't say I was stupid. They said my top pin was connected to the wrong place. That's why it broke. It's why it ripped that bracket off. I'm like, is that right? Tim's so blue he falls apart when he gets off a quad. That is true. So you remember I took old blue to get it set up for a backhoe, and they did the 300 hour service on it while I was up there. Well, I took the the top pin off of it. Well, when I got it back, I think I put the top pin on the hydraulic bracket and not on the cast mount for the top pin, and I ripped the bracket off. I think that was my fault. David's never going to let me hear this down. He is going to be, Tim, don't even know how to operate a tractor. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. The people in the comments today on RidgeLife Ramblings said that I had the top pin in the wrong spot. So I'm going to go out to the tractor and go check that out and make sure, but I think they're right, because the thing that was connected to, I was like, how is that holding up that can't be strong enough. And that's what it was. I think I put the top pin. I think what it was, I stored the top pin there and I didn't put it back in the right spot. I think that's what happened. Paul says, uh-oh, sounds like operator error to me. That's exactly what happened. Rob Wiles says, New Holland once upon a time was a Ford. That's right. Love me some blue Ford. Let's see. Auntie Ann, David is so going to hammer you for that. I know it. And see, that's the thing. I admit when I'm wrong. Have you all ever heard David admit when he's wrong? No. But I was wrong. Oh, Lila Newton has a question. Of course you can ask a question. Come on with the question. Come on. I may not answer it, but it is time for questions. Paul's doing a little bit better. Good deal. Charlene Grady, how you doing? Thanks for coming in. My Alaska. I never heard David admit he was wrong because David is perfect, says My Alaska. If you ask David, he'll probably tell you the same thing. Vision Acres Home says, we all err. It's all good. And but the good thing is I didn't get to finish bush hogging because I broke that bracket. But now if the top pin doesn't even go there, I can get the tractor's not broken. It's just that little bracket that holds the electrical connection and the hoses, the hydraulic piping. It's fine. I can bend that back if it's going to hold the top pin and had to be fixed. So now I can get that fixed at my leisure and get back to bush hogging. So did I really break the tractor? It's all a matter of perception, right? If the tractor is back in operation because I had it in the wrong spot, did I really break it? I don't think so. I think I'm good. Do you have rear remotes for hydraulics? If so, get a hydraulic top link for it. That's exactly what I attached it to. I have the rear hydraulic and the bracket that the rear hydraulic, that cylinder, I think that's what I did. I put it to the cylinder mount instead of the top pin mount. Cylinder mount is not near as strong as the top pin mount. So I think that's what happened. I put it on the cylinder mount. I'm almost certain that's what I did. Paul says, nope, you broke it, Tim. You snapped that bracket. The bracket is snapped, but if it's still functional, David says it's not broken if it's still functional. That's what he says. So if David says it, it must be true. Excuse me, guys. I apologize for coughing into the mic there. 90 people in here, 52 thumbs up. Thank y'all for coming in. I've got big news tonight, and it's not about breaking the tractor, which actually is, I think the tractor's not broken now. We're only 10 minutes into this thing. That's crazy. But I do have two cough drops. So when these 2 cough drops are gone, the live is over. Let's see. Brenda Sutterfield. Thanks, Paul. Yes, he does. And he is going to hammer Tim for it. You know he's going to hammer me for it. He's going to hammer me bad. Tim. Oh, Neil. Tim, buy a welder. Actually, I've got a welding company that wants to sponsor me and is going to send me a welder. So I probably need to get that done. David's back bucket is non-functional. David's back bucket fell off. It was bent back. I don't know if he put that out in his video, but I'm spilling his beans. He was operating his tractor and the backhoe bucket hit something and the bucket fell off. You can tell him Tim said that. His bucket fell off. And his front bucket is bent like this. And then the weld points for the quick connect, they're broken too. So yeah, mine is just a little bitty bracket. Rob Wild, Tim, you have good honey. Get some lemon and make you some good cough meds. I've been drinking, excuse me, I've been drinking lemon in my honey every day. I love me some honey. I've been taking NyQuil and Dayquil and Zyrtec and Benadryl and all that stuff. I'm sure you can hear it in my voice. My Alaska, the bucket fell off because it was planned for making a YouTube videos. There you go. Back to good right there, spilling the beans. Pappy Smurf, hey Tim and everyone, what's going on, Pappy Smurf? Thanks for coming in. Yeah, so how long? We're only 11 minutes into it. I'm gonna give you Paul. I know you're trying to spill my beans, but as soon as my Uncle Sonny gets here, I even if I'm not done with these, I may end up stopping the live a little early tonight because something big has happened on the ridge. Something big has happened on the ridge. Let's see what's going on in the Neil. What did Neil say? Hold on a second. Let me scroll that back up. Neil says, just need to add some whiskey. Actually, I heard honey and whiskey, and I haven't tried the honey and whiskey yet. That's something I need to do. Paul says, David has plans for Uber as soon as he can get the electric in and the shop roof. Yeah. I'm going to fix it when I get this done. I'm going to fix it when I get this done. He's going to take it to a shop. He's going to have, I ain't got time. I ain't got time. You know, I love me some David. I'm just messing with him. But yeah, he is definitely going to hit me hard when he finds out I connected my top pin to a cylinder mount instead of the top pin mount for the 3-point. Yeah, I'm never going to live that one down. I haven't confirmed that's what happened, but multiple people on my comment today on Ramblings told me that. So when multiple people say it, it's probably true. Honey and whiskey means you just won't remember that you're sick. Well, I like that one, sister. Thank you very, very much. Rob, wow, honey and whiskey. If you don't stop the coffee, at least you'll forget it. Rob does the same thing. Paul says, what is the difference between men and women on your channel? Have you checked lately? Lila, what is the difference? Okay, yeah. Oh, what was Lila's question? I missed Lila's question. Oh, was that Lila's question? What is the different ratio between men and women on your channel? Well, believe it or not, I've actually got a predominant male because I have so many how-tos and product reviews that my how to change fuel filters and how to put up a tree stand and how to skin a deer, those actually still get a lot of views. But predominantly the current viewers that watch live streams and stuff are, I would say 85% females from the age of 55 to 75. But as far as general viewership, I got like 65% males that watch my RidgeLife videos because of all the how-tos and product reviews. Good question. Thank you. Sheila Tubbs is in the house. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. Pet Gene Rivers in here. I don't know if I said hi to them. Well, thanks for coming in. Cool. Just curious. Well, you're welcome, Lila Newton. Yeah, I check those things on the analytics sometimes just to see who's watching and how I can, cater the stuff to. How does YouTube now how old people are? I don't know, but it has the ages of everybody. So apparently, if you, I don't know, maybe they look up your name. I don't know. Maybe they got your social security number, and who knows what YouTube does with the YouTube things they have. Jeannie says, so your videos are well rounded. Well, yeah, some of them are. So ladies all disappear when you get into a relationship. Yeah, sometimes they do that. That's just the way things work. Let's see what else is going on in the chat. I apologize if I'm missing anybody. You know, Tim, Annie Ann gave up on me years ago of trying to keep things in the chat because I squirrel off and I start talking about all kinds of things. Yeah, younger men. Yeah. Oh, Tim and Dana Mason. Did you say you're back in the hospital for Thanksgiving? Oh no, I thought you guys were free and clear. Why are you in the hospital? I saw them mention that at the beginning of the before the live started. Ace, what's going on, Ace? K62's in here. Thank you very, very much. Who's been watching Landman with Billy Bob Thornton? Isn't that a hoot? Oh my goodness. That's a great, great show. Brenda Sutterfield, Tim, lemon and honey and whiskey will make a hot toddy, but you have to go to bed early and cover up and make sure you stay covered up. I might do that tonight. You know that? Because I think I'm going to need it after you hear what I got to do here in just a little bit. Dana says we're back in for a checkup. Okay. Hopefully it's just a checkup. Okay. I want you back home safe and sound. Paul Honeyman. Wow. Lila asked a question. Auntie Ann repeats it for her and he still misses it until I repost it. You see, Lila's been right all along. He ignores Lila and Auntie Ann, stirring the pot slowly. I try not to avoid anybody. I get off on tangents. You know me. Staying on top of everything. Yes, please do. Got them recorded. Haven't watched them yet. Yes, Landman, you're going to like it. Bill Hendershot, I watched your septic video today, and I'm wondering where you are going to hook up the ridge crib when you moved it up there. Because it's the septic tank's at the peak of the ridge, and where the ridge crib is going to be, I'm going to have to use a honey wagon. If you don't know what a honey wagon is, it's not got honey in it. You transfer the stuff from your black tank to the honey wagon. Honey wagon then has to be transported over to the septic and drained in the septic. That's what I'm going to have to do. So, but I got a tractor. So the tractor can lift the honey wagon, take it over, and then drain it in. Yeah, I guess I got a well. Yeah. So, and then the gray water can just all go into the woods. You know, it's just gray water. So, good question. Thank you very much. Landman, Sunday night was amazing. Don't tell me about it yet, okay? What brand is your camper trailer, Tim? I'm looking for one. This is a Forest River Featherlight. It's real shorty. It's like a 18, 21 foot. But it's a Forest River. I'm pretty happy with it. It's used. It's a 2012, I think. It's a pretty old one. Vineyard Farmhouse, what's going on there, brother? Nice to have you in here tonight. My Alaska, Tim, it's easier if you use the third tree on the left instead of a honey wagon. I know it. It's going to be cold, though. It's going to be 20 degrees Friday night, I believe, and things will freeze before they hit the ground. So, no, thank you. You caught up on Yellowstone? I ain't got to even watch Yellowstone. I saw the very first episode, and that's all I've seen because I don't have access to it. Yeah. Landman is about oil. Billy Bob Thornton is the guy who gets the land so the oil companies can drill on other people's land that they have the mineral rights on. And it's a hoot show. Demi Moore's in it. John Hamm's in it. And Billy Bob Thornton and a couple other people. It's a really good show. It's on Paramount. I mean, it's Paramount Plus. Isn't it? Yeah, Paramount Plus. It's actually on Paramount Plus, whereas Yellowstone's on Paramount. They're not doing it on Paramount Plus. Don't know why they're doing that, but what's up, Shelly B? Thanks for coming in. Billy Bob is an Arkansan. That's right. I told him Happy Veterans Day, and he ignored me. Well, thank you, Brenda. Who'd you tell Happy Veterans Day to? If you tell it to me, I say thank you. Still nothing on Nero, Brian. That's right. We've got pictures up, flyers up, called the rescue, called the dog catcher, talked to all the neighbors. Nobody. Well, actually, one neighbor says they've seen him, and we're going to go talk to and see where he went after that. But Louise says there is an Appalachian channel that is requesting donations of campers for the people needing shelter after the hurricane. Uh, Paul, Patrick, I only asked because Tim said not to say about it. That's right. I'll talk about it here. We're about 20 minutes into it. We get about 30 minutes into it. I'll tell you what I got to do tonight. What I got to do. Des says, I'm sorry to hear that, Tim. Thank you. Yes, Nero is a beloved member of the family. And what? When was he last sighted? Yeah, I think the neighbor that saw him the day he went missing, and he was just down the road where there's a bunch of other dogs. So I'm thinking the people that have those other dogs stole him and sold him. And they're not ones, they don't like answering their door. They don't. We talk to the neighbors around them, but they're not social. They're not very social, if you know what I mean. Ace, what's up, neighbor? Robbie been chilly again. I'll get warm again. It'll get warm again. Yeah, chilly and cold. That's probably why I'm so sick. It gets cold and it gets hot. It gets cold and it gets hot. Guess what I'm doing tomorrow, guys? I am doing a daddy pawpaw Sunday. Yeah, Nero was chipped. So if anybody catches him and takes him to a vet, they'll scan him and then they'll call me. So Uncle Sonny's here. I'll be talking about why Uncle Sonny's here in just a moment. Fly the camera over their property. We drove by their property. I'm pretty sure he's gone because they had 7 dogs chained up outside their house on 5-foot chains. 7 dogs that we could see that were on 5-foot chains that they couldn't interact with each other, just bark, 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 bark. And we couldn't see the back of the property or the other side. So there's probably 15, 20 dogs on that property. It's pretty sad. If the neighbors ain't social, they probably have something to hide. That's exactly right. Paul says, Tim's setting up his hot tub tomorrow to help get rid of his cold. I did turn the hot tub on because I'm trying to get freeze protection on it so we don't burst. But tomorrow I am doing Pawpaw Day. My daughter is bringing my granddaughter Adelie down, and I am taking Grandma Carol, Alyssa, and Adelie to see the new Wicked Wizard of Oz movie in the big curved MTX Atmos screen with a special sound. We're going to go see the Pawpaw's taking his ladies to go see the Wicked movie, the Disney movie. And I'm going to be one proud pawpaw after they all come out going, oh, thank you, pawpaw. Thank you, daddy. Thank you, son. It's going to be fun. Lau says, oh, take me too. Brenda Sutterfield, Tim, you need to try that hot toddy I gave you. I am going to try that. Good luck watching that Wicked. Yeah. As far as me enjoying it, I mean, it's a lot of singing, a lot of dancing. There'll probably be some pretty cool special effects that I'll like. And I believe who's playing the wizard? That is the guy in The Fly. What's his name? Who was in The Fly? Big, tall, dark-haired guy was in Jurassic Park. How much did it cost to go to the movies? It costs like $16 to go to these movies now. That's crazy. A piece. Sunblessed Homestead. Tim, we won't be going live tonight after you. Well, Mac and Patty will not be going live, but Sergeant Talk TV, I do believe will. Jeff Goldblum. Thank you guys right there. Jeff Goldblum. Yeah, he is. I believe he plays the great and powerful Oz. Yeah, Lila knew. She knew. All right. Second cough drop time, guys. Uncle Sonny's here, and it's the second cough drop time, so time's almost up. Bill Hendershot, I have not seen Jennifer in quite some time. Everything all right there? Yeah, she hadn't. It's been a few weeks. I had so much to do. I'm trying to think. She went to her friend's Thanksgiving, and yeah, so a lot going on there. Pettigene River, Auntie Ann, won't do anything about it here in Alaska. My neighbor's dogs bark every second of the day, and I have complained more than once. They don't care. Yeah, when we were sitting out in the blind the other day, them dogs in that house with the 7 dogs around it, they just barked incessantly. No cigars for you. Close, but no cigar. Yeah. I can hear him saying the great and powerful Oz. Yeah. The great and powerful Oz. However Jeff Goldblum talks. Sugar in the cough drops. Get you hyped up. Yeah. Get me hyped up. Bye, Rob. See ya. Stay safe, Rob. Take care, Rob. I'm just reading what everybody said on the screen there. Yeah, so gonna go to the movies tomorrow. Um, you say that just right. Thank you. Okay, Jeannie Lipsky says, tell us about the deer. I know I'm a couple of minutes early. All right. Anybody know what this is? That is a 308 cartridge. That's right. This is a cartridge from a 308 deer rifle. The bullet's about that long sticking out of the end of it. 308, Lila got it. A pew pew egg. It's a pew pew egg. This was just fired. Just fired. Thank you, Brenda Sutterfield. I appreciate that. I was out in the woods hunting this evening, and I haven't hunted in 4 days, 4 or 5 days because of my cold, but it was a 99% chance deer were moving today on my app, the app that I told Gary about and Gary uses from Simple Life Reclaim. Well, I checked my app and it was 99%. I was not going this morning because I did not feel good. Just fired like 2 hours ago, hour and a half ago. Now it needs a new job. You're fired. You're fired. 308. You guessed the 308 too. So I sighted in the gun today, made sure I was spot on. And the rifle, sorry, not a gun. And went out just for a couple hours to hunt in the evening, and 3 doe. I was coughing and wheezing and hacking. Apparently, my coughing, wheezing, and hacking is a deer attractant. I need to trademark my apparently that attracts deer. Tim, no, not sugar. Dip the cough drop in some Timber honey. Oh yeah, good stuff. So the deer needs a new job. That's right. I had 3 deer come up. One of the deer was within 10 yards of the blind. It was so close. It shook its fur like a dog shakes when it gets wet, and I heard the deer's fur ruffle. That's how close it was. It was probably 10 feet, not 10 yards. It was right outside the right window. And there ended up being 3 of them. And they moseyed and meandered. I got it on video. They moseyed and meandered for about 20 minutes plus. And then they kind of, then I got the grunt call out. I changed it to a fawn bleat. I'm like, wah, wah, wah. And they were like, and after the third, wah, they were like, see ya. And they kind of trotted off. When the deer first came up, the big doe blew at me, but she couldn't smell me because she was upwind of me. She blew at the blind, but they stayed. They never left. So they stayed for 20 to 30 minutes, and then they meandered off after I blew the call. And I blew the buck call, and they didn't even respond to the buck call. I went, and they didn't even budge. So I blew that fawn bleat, and they scattered off. But right before dark, right at the edge of the tree line where the white canopy is, where my solar panels are, a deer was walking. It was a big deer. I got the scope up there and looked, and I saw bone. I saw bone. Antlers. I saw antlers. And I was like, yeah, it's right at dark. I'm gonna go eat some chicken pot pie at grandma's. Do it again, Tim. Do it again. This buck, and it was right next to the white canopy, in the tree line. I'm deep in the trees, and I looked and I was like, nah, it's maybe a 4-point, maybe, but then I saw it turn, and I saw bigger antlers. I was squatting down, standing squatting. I was standing squatting, and my legs started to shake. Got me a little buck fever, and I saw it turn a little bit. I said, I'm going to lay down on this puppy. Took the safety off, squeezed the trigger. Ta-ta! Pa-ching! Shell came out. The deer went woof. It jumped and went woof on the ground, and it wallowed around a little bit, and it sat there for a little while. So I said, I'm just going to just wait a little bit. Then it got up and kind of trotted down into the valley. I was like, okay, it's probably not a lung or a heart shot. Otherwise, it wouldn't have got up. because it was a far shot through the woods. It was getting dark too. So I got a broadside on it. And so what I did was I sat there for 15 minutes. Then I backed out. I walked backwards out of the blind to the house, and I called my Uncle Sonny, and we're going to go, as soon as this live's over with, we're going to go track the deer. That's right. Get flashlights out, look for a blood trail. And I got to field dress a deer tonight. I'm going to put it on the tractor, get up in the morning, and then I'll have to process the deer, skin it and quarter it and get it in the cooler before I go to the movies. And the movies is, I got to leave at 10:15 to go to the movies. So I got to get that deer processed and put away and cleaned up before I leave at 10:15. So now there's no guarantee I'm going to find the deer. The coyotes may get to it before me, but I had to come in here and do the live with y'all tonight. I could not do that. So I am going to cut the live a little short tonight. Uncle Sonny is now here. We're going to get on the Kubota, get our flashlights out, and I got a little rack I put deer on the front of the Kubota. I put that in. So cross my fingers. We find the blood trail, which I'm pretty sure I know where the blood trail starts. Then we just got to probably just a flesh wound. I hope not. I hope not, because deer can live for a very, very long time with a flesh wound. But the way it fell and got down, I think it's a pretty good shot. Do you have to have it tested this year? Yeah, I test all my deer for CWD. Algier Ranch, what a story. That was great. Sorry you were late. We were eating dinner. No problem. No problem. Hope you get your deer. I'm crossing my fingers. Yeah, everybody just pray that it was a good clean shot. The deer expired quickly, and that's why I just let it rest, let it go out peacefully. And Paul says, what we've learned from people, Tim missed his shot, and now he has to go find his buck. No, that's just the way it works. 99% of the time when you shoot a deer, it doesn't just drop where you shoot it. It goes off a little ways. Their heart gets a pumping. And matter of fact, guys, I've shot a deer with a 308 cartridge. I cleaned the deer, found the bullet in the deer's heart, and the deer went 60 yards after it was shot with a bullet in its heart. Isn't that amazing? I mean, they're just amazing creatures. Just amazing creatures, and they taste so good. That's where meat comes from, guys, is from animals. So if you're vegetarian, I do apologize. I know that's not a very appetizing thing for a vegetarian to hear, and I respect your beliefs and your wishes. I eat meat. I hunt meat. I like fresh, clean meat that's raised on my property. Oh man, King, I'll be waiting for you to bring me some venison. I'll take a picture of it for sure. Algier Ranch. Yep, I think it's pretty rare to drop on site. Yeah, I've had a couple drop on site, but most of them go at least 20 or 30 yards. Almost always go 20 or 30 yards. It cools down, the ticks go away. Okay. Says Kelly Texan. There was a mosquito in the blind tonight, guys. It was a mosquito in the blind. I'm like, it was 72 degrees a couple days ago. Yesterday. It was 72 degrees yesterday. It's supposed to be 20 later on this week. Isn't that crazy? That is just crazy. So, guys, Uncle Sonny is here. I do want to go out and get my deer, so I apologize to everybody. I'm going to be cutting this live short. I know I got one more cough drop. I'm going to save that for the way out there. I got to get all bundled up, get my latex gloves on and my lights, and so I can. I'm going to field dress it up at the property with the well, and then bring it down here in the bucket to have it processed by in the morning. It's gonna be a long night. AC Kelly, have a happy Thanksgiving. Appreciate you very, very much. Tim, only guaranteed time to target to stay down would be a caliber that would waste your meat. That's right. That is right. Kelly Texan, and the 20 to 30 yards never make it easier to get them out of the woods. I know it. And guys, where this deer went is down in an 80-foot ravine. They always go down into the thicket. They always try to get into a bad spot to hole up. And so I'm probably going to be dragging a deer out of the woods tonight up to the property with a bum knees. But luckily, I got my Uncle Sonny there to help me. So that's going to be very, very, very nice. Grandma Carol says, hi, everyone. Appreciate you, Southern Blessed Homestead. Hopefully I find it. Yeah, Wanda Henry, thank you. Again, people, happy Thanksgiving to all who celebrate, says Paul Honeymoon. Thank you, Paul. Appreciate that. Thank you, Kelly Texan. Thank you, Des. Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah, guys, this will be the last live till Thanksgiving, and I appreciate y'all. Sorry I missed live last Tuesday. I was sick. And tonight, I was not going to miss it. So use the winch. I do have a four-wheeler. If I can't get to it, if it's real deep I may end up get my four-wheeler and use the winch on my four-wheeler. The Kubota just can't get down in those valleys. It's pretty thick back in there. So thank you, Pappy Smurf. Appreciate you. Thank Ace. Thank you, Wanda Henry, Jeannie Lipsky. Happy Thanksgiving. Love all you guys. Dolores, happy Thanksgiving. Again, 129 people in here. I know there'll probably be 300 if I waited an hour, but I've got to go get a deer. And my Uncle Sonny drove 45 miles to help me go find it. So I don't want to keep him waiting. So love every single one of you guys. And until next time, I hope everyone has a blessed evening, and go Ridge Life. Happy Thanksgiving. Love you all. Hot mic.